It's the book of Isaiah chapter 24. I'm going to start at verse 10, and it reads, "The city of confusion is broken down. Salakia. Start at verse 8, Isaiah 24 and 8. "The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth." Verse 9, "They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be better to them that drink it." Verse 10, "The city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, that no man may come in." Verse 11, "There is a crying for wine in the streets, all joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone." Verse 12, "And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction." I want to start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to God, Elohim Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rachakos with them. I want to say double honors to my apostles, the elders of the great millstone, teach and do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwat out there listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but subscribing to this truth. To you, I say shalom. This is the brother Yahusap coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and through the power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Basically, this lesson is in regards to article I seen on my Newsbreak app. I started with Isaiah chapter 24 because, America, Babylon the Great, a.k.a. Egypt, Sodom, and Egypt, all these different defiled, wicked-ass kingdoms rolled into one. That's America, and America is known for distractions, entertainment, do as thou wilt, it's known for, especially in the time like right now, like I was reading something, they was talking about how Ohio basically legalized recreational marijuana. So they said they was going into their sales, and they was talking about the average individual spent at least $75 and purchased at least 2 items. So you got, especially our people are caught up in that, caught up in, the Olympics, caught up in all these distractions, while you got America talking about sending over troops and weapons because they're talking about getting involved in the conflict between Israel and Iran. So, and showing you where the mindset of our people is. But so the mirth of this place is being brought down low, and the entertainment, because it was talking about singing and song and wine, but all those things that's used to distract will not help you in the day that's coming. Scriptures talk about in the book of Ezekiel chapter 7, evil and only evil behold is come. And when you go into the word evil, which is a compound word, Eve meaning time, ill meaning bad times is approaching. So it says Paramount Television Studios shuts down amid Paramount layoffs. Says Paramount Television Studios will cease operations as part of a larger cost-cutting at Paramount Global. The company has been in the news for the last several months as it has been for sale. So like as it has been up for sale, finally confirming a merger with Skydance. This led to Paramount announcing another round of layoffs that would affect 15% of its U.S. workforce, which is not a little number. I don't know how many people Paramount employs. You would have to do the research, but I'm assuming they employ a great number of people. Paramount Studios or Paramount, the company period, is not a corner store. So not a grocery store. That's a huge, because it takes a multitude of people to actually develop and create a movie. So I'm sure many of people are being laid off, and that's another indicator of the fact that the mirth of the city is being brought down and laid low, and it's ceasing. It says Paramount Television Studios was also already a casualty of the workforce reduction back in February, and after 11 years in business, it will close its doors by the end of the week. The news came in memos sent out to employees by Paramount TV Studios President Nicole Clemens and CBS President and CEO George Cheeks. And you see how all these different, news stations and different channels are all affiliated with one another. That's a hell of a way to find out that you basically may be losing your job by a minimum as well. And that's what these people of Babylon the Great, these executives and these individuals in these positions think of you. They don't even feel that they warrant to actually tell you this in person. They feel that they can just write you a memo. So with that being said, scriptures talk about the grinders ceasing. It's the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1, and it reads, "Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not." I just mentioned the word evil. Time, ill, bad. The ill days coming. Before the ill days come, remember thy creator in the days of thy youth. The Lord wants you to basically, come seek him and find him and worship him when you're young. It's kind of like with an older woman, when a woman is in her prime and she's out here loose. But then when she gets older, she wants to pretty much, settle down after she's been misused. Who wants some used up box? You know what I mean? Nobody. Verse 2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And who are the keepers of the house? These economists, those that actually keep up with the forecast of the economic climate. The brother Iran from Venezuela is going to the currency, because it's funny because I was listening to this guy that the elders basically put me on to, and he was going into maritime law and Jordan Maxwell, and basically the currency and the current and what's current. You know what I mean? Pretty much, and that's why they pretty much do a lot of the laws by maritime law, because they're pirates at the end of the day. Skull and Bones, Pirates of the Caribbean. A bunch of fucking devils. It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. When you go into the grinders, I forget what the word is in the blue letter, but it goes into employment. Because it said the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Because these economists are looking out of the window, and I follow a few different economists. I remember when I first got in the spirit of that, because that's not me. You know what I mean? I was one of them individuals. I remember when I didn't realize the streets had switched over. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Didn't understand life at all. You know what I mean? So but the Lord put it on my spirit to start following some of these economists, and everyone that I've watched pretty much sees how bleak this place is. Verse 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound on the ground is low. And we're seeing how low it is right now. We're talking about all these different banks are about to basically start failing, and you got a lot of jobs pretty much closing, and Paramount is one. And again, when you go back to that, Paramount is used to entertain and distract. When you got companies that aren't, because nobody has any money. Ain't nobody going to the movies. Ain't nobody, people barely can pay their bills. Why the fuck would they be, like I got a gym membership that I could barely even use, and they talking about tacking on fees, and I called in and do like, oh yeah, we're gonna waive all those, because I'm like, damn right, because I cancel this bitch. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you went from pretty much a standard membership to now you're trying to charge me double just because I missed the payment, when there's so much other shit people can be paying, spending money on. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. That's for just those that get up early, and all the daughters of the music shall be brought low. And I often bring out Megan Thee Stallion, Gloria, Gloria. So I'm gonna end it with this. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 19, and starting at verse 14 in the reads, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And that's why 2/3 of our people, as well as these the heathen, aren't going to get it, because the Lord got it set up to be like that. The scriptures talk about in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 that a man will grope in the darkness. A man is not going to get this, that the Lord doesn't want. A man that the Lord doesn't want to get it. Verse 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or the tail or branch or rush may do. So at the end of the day, it won't be any work at all. I'm going to end a lesson there. If you are so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, and Haitian, I implore you to come back to the law, statutes, commandments of your power, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, or be destroyed. And with that, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to call Elohim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rachakados. Double honors to my apostles, the elders of the great millstone, who teach and do real well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akwat and the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willing, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad and the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but subscribing to the truth. To you, I say shalom. Until next time, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasharala.